Yes, Mr. Cham, yeah.
Yes, I just want to add something. Like, if you can able to have class twice in a week, because at the end of this month, I think the Google Classroom will be stopped.
It will stop, yeah, okay. Okay, no
Yeah,
problem, no problem.
so that we
We
can
will
cover
try
the
to cover
syllabus.
as much as possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
not it
Is
will
that
be
over now?
stopped. It has already stopped.
Oh, okay. Buba is saying it has already stopped.
Yeah, I'm using my credit right now because
No, he's talking about the Google Classroom. The credit has stopped. That's everyone agreed on that. He's talking about the Google Classroom.
Is that over now?
Yes.
Mr. Governor.
Yes.
You know what?
Hello, Mr. Governor.
Yes, I should do.
Regarding the megabyte issue and the Google Class, the Google Meet being free for us, you know, it's been
Yeah.
activated
In fact, I don't think that's going to stop.
for
So long as
certain
so
number
long
of
as you continue to use
months.
the email, it's going to be available for you.
The app, yeah, the app will be available
Yeah. What I'm saying.
always, but for you to have the megabyte also free. It will not eat anything in your megabyte. So if at all they cannot provide the megabyte for us, let them just activate our numbers so that it can be free for us, please.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just going to try to talk to them and see what's possible. Okay. Okay. Right.
Okay, no problem. In fact, already I sent a message to the SU president regarding our issue, but no reply from him yet.
Yeah.
Since in the morning, because I have some students who are complaining to me regarding the megabyte this
Yeah.
morning.
And if
With
like
regard to our class app, people like
Cham and Mary, you could do a delegation to talk to them as well. That will add weight to my own. You know, because me, what I can do, I can only talk to my head.
Exactly.
That's Dr. Fanny. So that's it. But anyway, let's see what you know. The list is just to see. It doesn't mean because if they're going to do naturally, they will have to do for everybody. But just to see, this number of people, they couldn't attend class today because of this. That just to give a lot of weight to what I'm going to say. So I think it's only that. Yeah. So let's see. There's no guarantee. It's UTG, so I don't know. Sometimes getting something can be difficult. Yeah. Okay, so let's proceed, please. Let's proceed. So we're going to look at shutdown or discontinuance decision. Okay, so like I said, this is a decision whereby management is advised either to discontinue a segment or to continue with it. Okay, so what we look at is the impact of the shutdown in terms of cost and revenue on the whole company. So just take note of that. The impact of the shutdown in terms of cost and revenue to the company. So in other words, if you shut down a particular product line or a segment, what are going to be the costs that you're going to save in terms of variable costs, and what are the revenues that you're going to lose? So if you're going to lose more revenue than the cost savings, you might as well rethink before you go ahead with that decision. Okay? So naturally, revenues will be foregone when a shutdown is made, but avoidable costs will also be saved. The avoidable costs in this case here are the variable cost and any other relevant fixed cost. Okay. So naturally, general fixed costs are not going to be considered here because they don't affect the shutdown. For example, if you shut down, let's say you are producing 3 different product lines and you are supposed to shut down one of them, but then apparently you already signed a tenancy agreement with your landlord. Whether you shut down one operation or not, the landlord is not interested. He doesn't want to know. Whatever amount you agreed with him is what you're going to pay. As simple as that. Okay. So, so that's shutdown decision for you. So let's do a question quickly. It's usually simple. Okay. It's going to be a simple one. But let's try to answer it. We're going to do example 4 and example 5. You'll have to do that on your own. Okay. So let's do example 4. Okay. So we go back to our file that says short-term decision making. Okay. Are we together?
Yeah, we are.
Good, good, good. So we're going to quit this one for now. And then we will include in our Excel. So open your Excel, like I said, in case you have not got access to your spreadsheet, sorry, your Google Sheet, in case you have not got access to it, try to do it on your own. So as usual, we're going to create a new worksheet. Okay. We all know how to create a new worksheet now. We are all experts in it, isn't it? Okay. So how do we rename this worksheet? Can you see my worksheet in the first place? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah. Yes, I am seeing it.
Okay, so we're going to expand it to 150 so that you can be a lot more clear. And then the font, instead of 12,
Yes, I
you're going to
can,
make
Mr.
it
Fafana.
40. You can, okay, fine. Good. Sorry? You can see it, yeah? Okay, so we're going to have our heading. Our heading will be what? The name of the company. What's the name of the company?
Jones Limited.
Jones Limited.
Yes, it's clear now.
You can see it clearly. Excellent. Okay. Jones Limited. Okay. And what should be the heading?
Statement of shutdown decision.
Statement of shutdown decision. Statement of shutdown decision. Now, we're going to have one column, of course. Let's look at the question. Let's look at the question. I'm sure you have the question before you. The question says, Jones Limited operates 3 divisions within a larger company. The CEO has been shown the latest profit statement and is concerned that Division C is losing money. You are required to advise her whether or not to close down Division C. Okay, so the profit statement is this. Divisions A, B, and C, and the numbers are reported in thousands. The sales 180-40. The variable costs are 60-50-30. Fixed costs are 20-20-20. And the profit or loss for Division A, what's the profit?
16 hours.
What's the profit for Division A? 20,000. Division B is 10,000. And what about Division C?
A loss of 10,000.
Okay, Division C is making a loss of 10,000. Okay, so now when you look at this straight away, before giving any other information, as an accountant, what are you going to advise management when you are not given any other information and assuming you don't know about shutdown decision making, how to go about it? What would be your advice? What will be your advice? Considering Division A, B, and C, looking at their performance, what will be your advice? Are you going to advise Jones Limited to continue
Mr. Advice
to
will
operate
be
all the 3 regions, or what are you going to do?
It's to shut down.
to continue with A and B and shut down C.
Okay, okay, that's what you're going to advise. Okay, but then let's see whether that will be the case. Let's see whether what is going to be the case. Okay, so they have given us further information, and what the further information is, they say you are also informed that 40% of the fixed cost is product specific, the remainder being allocated arbitrarily to the divisions from head office. What does this statement mean?
To my understanding, it means that only 40% of this 20,000 will be the fixed cost of the particular product.
Okay.
That is product A. You only have 40% of this 20,000. That's they consume producing product A. Likewise, B and C.
Okay. So the 40%, the 40% is the only fixed cost related to A. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? What does this last statement mean? You are informed that 40%?
Yes,
Nah? We are not getting you?
yes. I think the 40% now will be relevant cost. Now will be added to relevant.
Okay, good. The 40% is what? The 40% is the directly attributable fixed cost to each of the products. So what about the 60%?
The 60% will be
The 60% that will be the fixed now.
What do you mean? All
Irrelevant. That will be
the
irrelevant.
100% is all fixed. So what will be the 60%?
now the 60% will be irrelevant cost, irrelevant fixed cost.
Now what is called an irrelevant fixed cost? It will be a general fixed cost, which is a sunk fixed cost. Okay?
Yeah, therefore it will, yeah.
Okay, so that means the 60% is everybody's business. They just, the reason why it has come here is because it has been absorbed by using our absorption costing technique. Okay, so that's it. But then you cannot trace it to each of the products. Okay, so now we've got Division A, Division B, and Division C, and we've seen that Division A and B are registering profits, whilst Division C is registering losses. Okay, so we've been told that the fixed costs that have been used here, 40% is directly attributable fixed costs, whilst the remaining is sunk. Based on that, you are required to advise the management of Jones Limited whether to shut down Division C or not. So what's the first thing we should consider as per our definition of a shutdown decision? What should we consider here?
We should consider the revenue that will be foregone.
Okay. We should consider the revenue that will be foregone when we shut down Division C, and what else? Should we consider only the revenue? So naturally, if we shut down Division C, we are not going to get this 40,000 anymore. Are we going to get the sales of 40,000 anymore when we shut it down?
No, no, no. If we shut down C, we will not get the 40,000.
Okay, good. So what else will be the effect?
And then the cost. That is the variable cost. And then the relevant fixed cost.
Okay.
Mr. Fofana, there's going to be loss of sales also.
Yes, there will be loss of sales, fine. Okay, so that means this 40,000 of C, we're not going to get it anymore. And then what else? Somebody attempted to say, what else is going to happen? Are we going to still incur the cost on division C?
No, we will not if we shut down C.
Okay, we are not going to incur those costs. Okay, so we are not going to incur those costs. Okay, and what are those costs that we're going to save? Which costs are we going to save? We're going to save all the variable costs, and we're also going to save the relevant fixed costs, isn't it? That's the 40%.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good. So now let's go ahead and do our calculations. Since we know what we are looking for now, so we go ahead and do our calculations. Okay, so we already have the headings, the name of the organization, the statement, and then we're only going to have only 2 columns. The first one will be the details, and then this will be the amount. Okay, so we're going to say financial implication. We're going to just do one line here. Financial implication. Financial implications on Jones Limited. Financial implication on Jones Limited if division C is shut down. Okay, so what will be the financial implication on Jones Limited as the organization if division C is shut down? Okay, so this is what we're going to look at. Okay, the financial implications on Jones Limited if division C is shut down. So what will be the first financial implication? Just like we've discussed, we can do them in any order, so long as we know what we are talking about.
Revenue, that is sales.
Okay, so we can say we can have an amount column in pounds.
Loss of sales.
Okay. So what is the first one? What will be the first financial implication? What will be the first financial implication? Somebody said it. The first financial implication will be the loss of sales. So if you want to be practical, just take them accordingly from the statement. So look at them item by item. So the first item is sales. Are we going to register sales, or are we going to lose it?
If we shut down C, we are going to lose it.
Okay, so it's going to be loss of sale from closure of C. From closure of division C. And how much are we going to lose?
40,000.
40,000. Excellent. Okay, we're going to lose 40,000. So I can format that into 2 decimal place. For 0 decimal place, but with a 1,000 separator. Okay, so what else? So what's going to happen to the variable cost? Variable cost is the next on the statement. What's going to happen to the variable cost?
We are not going to incur it.
So if we don't incur it, that means we're going to save it, isn't it?
Save it, yeah.
So savings in variable cost. I just sorted it VC, savings in variable cost. So if we're going to lose, how to call it, sales, we put it minus, isn't it? So we're going to, I'm going to do a formatting so that the minus can be in bracket. That's the financial number formatting. Okay, so the 40,000, since we're going to lose sales, is going to be a minus, isn't it? Okay, so savings, since we are going to make a savings in variable cost, is going to be a plus, isn't it? And how much is the variable cost that we're going to save?
30,000.
30,000. And we're going to save 30,000. Okay, so when we compare the sales and the variable cost, what can we say about the contribution? Are we going to gain in contribution or are we going to lose in contribution? Is the contribution going to fall or is going to increase? You know, when you compare sales to, when you compare variable cost to sales, that's when you get your contribution, isn't it? Our contribution here, is it going to be a positive contribution or negative contribution?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative contribution, because what we're going to lose is going to be more than what we are saving. We are losing 40,000, whilst we are saving only 20. Is that good? It's not good at all. So there will be a fall in contribution. Fall in contribution. There will be a fall in contribution. And what will be the fall in contribution? What will be the fall?
10,000.
10,000. Okay.
10,000, yes.
So what formula should we put here to give us 10,000 automatically? It will be a sum formula.
Equals to. Yeah, equals to.
Equal sum.
Open bracket.
Yeah.
Drag to that. Yeah.
Good. We enter. Okay. So since it's a negative contribution, it will be in bracket, isn't it? Are we together? Okay. So since it's a negative contribution, it's going to be in bracket. So what's the next line we have to consider in the cost table? In the finances of C. What's the next thing?
Relevant fixed cost.
We're going to look at the relevant fixed cost because the irrelevant fixed cost is not considered here in the decision making. Okay, so what's going to happen to the fixed cost? The relevant fixed cost, what's going to happen to it?
We'll be charging 40% to the 20,000.
Okay, yeah, and that 40%, what's going to happen to it? Are we going to save it or are we going to incur it?
We are going to save it.
We are going to save it. Just like the variable cost, it's going to be treated the same way as the variable cost. So we say savings in relevant fixed costs. Relevant FC. So the savings in relevant fixed costs will be what? So how should we calculate there? The total fixed cost is what?
20,000.
20,000. Okay. So how should we calculate it here? We know that it's only 40% of that fixed cost. So to show our working, how do we calculate it here? What formula do we put here?
It's equal to.
Equals.
Open bracket.
Open brackets.
40% of 20,000.
Okay, so I type 40% of 20,000.
No,
how should I?
Don't put off there.
What should I do?
0.4 times 20,000.
Okay, 0.4, correct. 0.4, which denotes 40%. Okay, multiplied by 20,000. We type 20,000, correct. And we close the bracket, we enter. So if you enter, it becomes 8,000. Okay, so let's do our total here. Let's do our total here and see how it's going to behave. So it's going to be that the 10 and this, because we've already calculated up to the contribution level. So let's do our formula here, equal sum, bracket opens. We add from there to here, we close the bracket and we enter. So we have minus 2,000 as our final figure. So how should we call this minus 2,000? Take note, what we are doing is we are trying to look at what? Look at this sentence above. The financial implications on Jones Limited as an organization if Division C is shut down. So what does this 2,000 mean on Jones Limited?
Loss of 2,000 due to shutdown.
Is going to be a loss on the company's profit as a result of loss down. So it's going to be yes. So good. Loss of profits on Jones Limited as a result of the shutdown. Okay?
Now,
so that will be a fall in profits or a loss of profits on Jones Limited as a company, 2,000. Okay? So now we have this loss of 2,000. Now what will be our advice? Please be careful what advice you're going to give. So we're going to have a loss of 2,000. So what advice are you going to give to Jones Limited?
The advice is continue operation, don't shut down.
Okay, continue operating Division C, don't shut down. Okay, somebody said that. Okay, has somebody got anything contrary to that? I'll have to come back to you and you tell me why you said that. Okay? Has someone else got any other answer? Any other advice to Jones Limited? He is saying that he's going to advise Jones Limited to continue operating Division C and not shut down. He will have to tell me why. But who has got another answer?
Sorry, Mr. Governor. Actually, you have to shut down instead of continuing.
Yes. You have to shut down.
Mr. Fofana?
Yes.
For me, I think I will advise Jones Limited to continue with Division C.
Okay, not to shut down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Mariam.
I will advise him to shut down.
You'll advise him to shut down Division C?
Yes.
Likewise, I will advise him to shut down.
The reason,
Mr. Fofana.
the reason
Yes.
is,
Yeah, John should not shut down. He should continue.
He should continue. Okay, we have outcomes.
Mr. Governor?
Yes.
Do you know why it will shut down the C component?
Okay, you are the first to say that. You are the first to say that he should. What are you saying? Are you saying shut down or continue?
I said continue, and then I changed my mind. I said shut down.
Oh my God! Now you've changed your mind.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Okay. So do we have anyone who is saying that Jones Limited should continue operating Division C and not shut down? Do we have any?
Yeah, I am saying that Jones should continue.
Okay. Only you, Hadi?
Yeah,
Who else?
Yes, yes. Continue.
Okay, we have a couple. So, but who are those who say we should shut down?
Yeah.
shut down.
Mariama and Co. Okay. So, those of you who say Jones should shut down Division C, what are your reasons?
Yes, Mr. Fofana.
Yes.
This is Barry. Roger in.
Yes, Mr. Barry. Roger in. Yes.
Yes, he should shut down. But looking at the scenario there, you know, you first ask without even going through the calculation what would be the advice, right? and then anonymously people agree that the division C should be shut down.
Okay.
And then through the calculation using the marginal cost, after listing all items, going through the entire process, it is still giving you a loss of 2,000.
Okay.
So just because without even the calculation, you are incurring a loss of 10,000. Now going through the whole process, you are still incurring a loss of 2,000. Obviously, in that case, you don't need to proceed with this particular division. It should be closed down.
Okay, we had you. Okay. Those who should say, so those who are saying that we should not shut down Division C, but we need to continue with it. Can you tell me your reasons, please?
Okay, Mr. Fufana, my reason for saying that is, if you happen to shut down Division A, you only incur a loss of 2,000. Whilst if you continue, you will have a revenue of 40,000. Therefore, the loss you will incur is less than the revenue that you will gain if you continue.
Okay. The loss, you mean the loss of revenue is what?
The loss that you will incur if you shut down the Division C is less than the revenue you will gain when you continue with the production of Division C, which is 40,000.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Can someone help her? Who else has got something? Those who are saying that we should not shut down, we should maintain Division C. Pamodu? Okay, who else can help?
Yes, Mr. Fufana.
Yes, Marmalade.
Hello?
Yes, Marmalade, you can come in. Yes.
Yeah, if shut down, it will have a loss of 2,000.
We should shut down.
He continue, and if he continue, the 12,000, which is no, he should continue.
Yeah, I think they should maintain the.
They should maintain. Pamod, what I say?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. I said they should continue.
Yeah. They should continue. Okay. Okay. Let me be the next.
Mr. Foreman. Yes. Hello.
They should continue. If not, there will be lots of customers. He will lose it.
Okay. 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 Fine. I think we let me just finalize it because my time is about to expire. I think we need to end the class. I have to go and attend this. Like I said at the start of the class.
Hello, Mr. Bugana.
Yes.
Yes. I think he should continue. This would allow Division C to continue.
Okay. Why, Mr. Jane?
Yes, because the losses presented to the CEO was 10,000. And now they've realized that if they have done their calculations, it will be far less than 10,000. Yes, based on that, I think they should allow Division C to continue.
They should allow Division C to continue.
Mr. Fovana?
Yes. Yes, Pam?
They should continue because they should continue.
They should continue.
Yeah, because they are saving only 30,000 and losing 40,000.
Okay. They are saving
only 30,000.
They are saving only 30,000.
Yes, and losing 40,000.
No, they are not saving only 30,000.
Mr. Fubana, can I come in, please? They are saving 38,000. Whilst losing whilst losing 40,000 if they shut down. They are losing 38,000. They are saving 38,000. They are saving 38,000 if they shut down, whilst losing 40,000. Whilst losing 40,000.
Okay.
And if they continue, they will have a loss of 2,000. No, I'm missing it. Sorry.
Okay, I like it. I like this debate, but it's good. I mean, after this, it will stick. It's a very, 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 very simple analogy. Very simple. Look at the heading. That's why I deliberately I made this. I had this heading here. financial implications on Jones Limited. Jones Limited is the overall organization. If Division C is shut down, simple. If Division C is shut down, Jones Limited is going to lose what? 40,000 sales. Okay? What will be their cost savings? Their cost savings will only be 30 plus 8. 38, just like somebody rightly said. So they are going to lose 40,000 and they are only going to save 38,000. Are they going to lose more? Are they going to lose more or they are going to lose less?
Yeah, they are losing more while saving less.
If they are going to lose more, if they are going to lose more, should they go ahead with the decision to shut it down?
No, no, no.
There you go. There you go.
No,
if they shut down Division C, the impact on Jones Limited is not going to be good because they are going to lose more. They are going to lose the whole sales of 40,000 sales Division C is going to bring to them. And the cost savings they're going to get will only be 38,000. That's less than what they're going to lose. Have you seen it?
Yeah, we have.
You know what confuses most students is when you look at Division C, you will have 10,000 losses. And when you do this analysis, you have minus 2,000. But mind you, you are looking at it from different. This particular analysis here is doing the analysis on the whole organization, that's on Jones Limited. Okay, what will be the impact? Okay, so the impact will be an overall loss of 2,000 for Jones Limited. So if shutting down Division C is going to bring an overall loss of 2,000, it's not going to be wise for Jones Limited to go ahead and shut it down. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yeah, it is.
So you agree?
Yeah.
So those on the right and those on the left. Now you've all seen that. You've all seen the logic behind it, yeah? Mariama?
Can you please come back to that again, please?
Yes, I'll come back to it. You know, when we look at our statement, okay, we know that Division A, Division B, they are making what? Profit. But Division C is making losses of 1,000. So I said, without any knowledge of make or buy decision, when you look at this, somebody who is a layman will just say, oh, come on, close Division C. It's making losses. Okay, but you who knows about marginal costing and how to call it, marginal gains and marginal losses, you who knows about it, you'll say, oh, hold on a minute. Just allow me 1 minute. Let me do some calculations. Okay, so the first decision will be a non-accountant's way of analyzing it. Or you see that a particular something make a loss and you say, no, shut it down. You don't talk like that. You don't give advice like that. Okay? You have to look at why is this making losses? The loss is making loss as a result of what? Does it have some, cost elements that are relevant and that are irrelevant and so on and so forth? So that's why we went ahead and used our knowledge of accounting and did some calculation. And what is the calculation? We're looking at the overall impact on Jones Limited, which is the organization, when we shut down Division C. Mariama is very simple. You don't have to borrow anybody's brain to know this. It's very, very simple. We know on the cost statement, Division C is registering a sale of what? 40,000. The variable cost now is 30,000. The fixed cost 20, we are told that out of this 20, 40% is relevant. That means 8,000 here is a relevant cost, whilst the 12 is irrelevant. So the 12 we are not going to consider because it's irrelevant. So with that knowledge, we know that if we shut down Division C, its whole sales, we're going to lose it because Division C is going to die with its sales as well. Is that understood, Maria? So you know that you're going to lose that sales, but then since Division C is dead, its variable costs also, you cannot incur them there because they will also die with it. And as such, there will be a savings for you. So those ones will be savings for you. So the variable cost will be a savings, okay? And then the relevant fixed cost also will be a saving because it is directly related to division C. So that if division C is not there, you're going to save this 8,000. But the 12,000, can you please, the 12,000, which is an arbitrary one, which is a general one, maybe as a result of rent. So that one is not going to go away, but that's going to remain. So overall, when you shut down division C, you are going to lose sales of 40,000, but you're going to have cost savings of 38,000. What you're going to lose will be 40. What you're going to save will be 30. You're going to lose more than you're going to save. So if you're going to lose more than you're going to save, naturally, you will not want to go for that decision. As simple as that. Is that clear, Maria? Okay,
Yes, yes,
excellent.
thank you.
Okay, so I think we have to end the class here because it's almost time. I have to rush to Burfoot to go and attend this this funeral. Okay, so let's have our class tomorrow, inshallah, at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Ibrahim
Thank you.
Cham,
Take
can
care.
you please make sure you provide this list, and then we'll see how best we can push with these people. And at your level, also have students, if you can do anything to make sure we talk to the admin, because actually everything was official. I wrote officially to admin, and I gave them tangible reasons why I cannot conduct exams on time. So, and they understood it and they approved it. So I think they definitely need to consider you. Okay. So have a great day. I see you tomorrow, or I meet you tomorrow.